Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how to let the School of Hard Knocks help you to supersize and grow your business. Our idiom today for Supersize Your Business for female entrepreneurs is the School of Hard Knocks. And I was thinking about this as I was prepping for this video today. Have I ever met a business owner or an operator or even an executive who hasn't had to learn something the hard way? Every one of us as human beings has had to learn something the hard way. Think about when you learned how to walk. You fell down hundreds, if not thousands of times before you finally mastered the art of walking. We probably didn't master it right away. We started out clumsily walking, then we got better and better and better at it. But we took some hard knocks along the way. We fell down, we hit our head, we skinned our knee, we bruised our elbow, whatever it might have been. Almost all of us, if I can't think of a single person who hasn't had to learn something on our own the hard way. Now, it's nifty if we can get a coach or a consultant or be part of a mastermind or something, or buy a coaching program or something, or hire somebody that can teach us some of the lessons so we can shortcut from where we are to where we want to be as we're growing and building and supersizing our business. But the truth is, we still have to apply what we learn, apply what our coaches tell us to do, and take action. And as we take those actions, some things are going to work out for us, some things are going to bonk us in the head, and some in a very hard way, because there's lessons and things that we have to learn along the way. Every one of our businesses is different, and that causes a lot of people to say, oh, nobody can help me because I have to figure it all out myself because my business is different. I'm a unicorn and I'm so special. And the truth is, that's true. That's absolutely true for everyone because we are all unique and different. But it's false in that there are lessons, there are things we can learn from other people and learn from their hard knocks versus having to make all the mistakes ourselves. I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt, and I didn't write it down, but I think it was her that said something to the effect that, you know, we need to learn from other people's mistakes and their hard knocks, which is another way of describing mistakes, because there's not enough time in our lifetime to make all of the mistakes ourselves. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned is to learn from other people, model other people, do what they've done that's worked for them, but don't 100% expect that just because it's worked for your coach, it's going to work for you in the exact same way. Just because it's worked for other people that you're modeling doesn't mean it's going to work the same way for you, because they've got a totally different story, totally different experiences than you have, and totally different way of reacting and responding to things, both emotionally, intellectually, physically, etc. So love to know your stories and your one lesson. Just share one lesson that you've learned the hard way, right? I've learned so many things the hard way. I've lost track of all the things I've learned the hard way. But I've also, as I've been learning things the hard way, realized that if I learn and study and read and grow and ask questions and model other people, I don't have to make all the mistakes that have ever happened in the world myself. I can learn from other people's and choose not to make those mistakes. A lot of people, not a lot, but some people have become very, very successful, but along the road, they got into legal or financial or different types of trouble and situations and had to learn the hard way how to get out of those situations. I choose not to do that. I choose not to ever do anything illegal or wrong, or in my mind, immoral, as I'm building and growing and supersizing my business. Why? Because I don't ever want to go to jail. I don't ever want to be seen as someone that's unethical or immoral or does things the easy, shortcut, cheating way, right? I think that we can be and achieve everything we want while still keeping our personal integrity and our morals and values and our ethics in place. I say, learn the lessons we need to learn. Know that we're all going to have some hiccups. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to have to learn and fix those mistakes, and some of those are going to be hard. I have found that the mistakes and the things that have personally affected and hurt me the most are when people that we've counted on and trusted let us down, or don't do what they say they're going to do, or betray us, or it turns out that their values and morals and ethics, when we thought they were a match, don't match ours. And I've had that happen both in my personal and my professional life. And if I think about it, those are the things that impact me personally the most. Now, some people couldn't care less. You know, they don't care what other people do at all. And the older I get, the less I understand. The more I understand, the less I know, but the more I understand that I can only control myself and my response to things. I can try to positively influence and impact other people, but it's always up to them, the individual, to choose what they're going to think, what they're going to believe, how they're going to act, how they're going to respond to everything in their life, and that we can only control ourselves and our own reactions. It's empowering and kind of frustrating both at the same time, because there are people that we want to make sure that nothing ever happens to them. I think of my kids and my grandkids. I just always want them to be happy, and I don't want anything bad to ever happen to them. Yet, bad stuff happens in their life sometimes. It happens in all of our lives. And it's helping them to become better human beings to deal with those type challenging situations. All right, share your experience with the School of Hard Knocks in the comments below, if you so choose or are brave. Our paradox today for the annual challenge, the Be 365-day challenge, was what I call the learning paradox, that basically says the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know or you do not know. And there's lots of different versions of that. You know, Albert Einstein had one, of course, because he said a lot of wise things. All the way back to Aristotle had a version of that. You know, the more you know, the more you don't know, etc. All right, have an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.